It is the early morning of 13th of First Seed, 4th Era, year 195. And it has been 2 days since Athuur defeated the Mistwatch bandits and their leader, bringing a sense of peace and security for Darkwater Crossing as he begins the day with a hunt with Dirtnap. But ever since returning from Mistwatch, Athuur hasn't been himself, as he finds himself more distracted than usual. And so we continue the story of Athuur Wolfsong.
Nice shot, Athuur. Looks like we're eating good today.
Thanks, Dirtnap, but we both know I should have snagged up this game much sooner than now.
No worries, my friend. We both know you're still recovering from our daring rescue from Mistwatch. You are, after all, the hero of Darkwater Crossing.
Yeah, more like the slouch of Darkwater Crossing today, my scaly friend. Come, let us get this catch back to the settlement so we can begin our day.
Athuur carries on with the day as he finds his attention easily diverted, zoning out of his normal routine as he cracks enough rock to get by. But as the day came to an end, there would certainly be others that would notice Athuur's unusual mood.
Good evening, Athuur. How are you feeling today? I've noticed you didn't pull your usual numbers.
Notice that little detail, did you now?
Athuur, I told you to take a few days and rest. You've been on the move ever since we returned from Mistwatch. You know what I think you need? A bath. I was in the water earlier today and it was perfect. You should really give it a try and relax. I promise you won't regret it.
That's a knicker's nice way of saying you stink, Athuur.
I'm not saying that at all, but I do think it would do him some good.
You know what? A hot bath does sound good right about now. I think I will take you up on your advice, Annika. Thank you.
As dusk sets in, Athuur follows through on Annika's advice and heads towards the hot spring waters just outside the settlement. For if Athuur believes that a calm bath will help clear the tension in his mind, then it should be worth a try. For the next hour, Athuur enjoys his bath as his mind finally feels at ease, the hot water soothing his sore body, as he believes this is a perfect way to end the day. And as he ended his bath and started to return to grab his furs, the Skyrim rule of nothing being that simple would strike again.
What the?
Oh, it's only you.
What's the meaning of this? You want to go another round? That's fine with me. Come on!
You want a piece of me too, hero of Darkwater. Let's go.
By Shore's mercy, whoa, what's going on here? Well, looks like you've been making friends. And from the looks of it, not the nice type either. Damn it, Torhild. Hang on.
Is that a restoration spell? How are you making my pain worse?
At least it will stop your bleeding. Well, that didn't work. Guess it's off to Darkwater Crossing for you.
I don't need your help. Just let me die.
Not today.
Why? Why are you helping me?
I don't know, Torhild, but believe it or not, I've been in your boots before. Maybe you just need a change of scenery.
I strongly doubt that, hero of Darkwater. Nice arse, by the way.
The night begins to set in as a familiar scene repeats itself inside the crag jumper's home. For it is Torhild the Feared who now lays on the furs inside their home, as Athuur looks on, realizing that there was a time when he too laid in that very spot, wounded. And now Annika and Werner will once again decide the fate of an injured Nord.
These potions should do the trick. I expect her to make a full recovery by morning.
Thanks, Dirkethus. I'm sure she'd thank you if she could.
I don't know about this one, Athuur. I mean, she did launch an attack against us and all. Or can you really trust her to behave once she wakes up?
That's what I aim to find out, my friend. If she acts up, I'll take her down. Hopefully.
Well, I did my part. Looks like you guys have some decisions to make.
It's actually a pretty simple one. She's a criminal. We turn her into the authorities at first light. Should be a no-brainer.
Hang on, Werner. Hear me out first. But what if our guest here offered to pay off her debt for the damage she has caused against this settlement?
That's a pretty hefty debt, Athuur. This woman was the chief of the Mistwatch crew. We're talking about extortion, kidnapping, and not to mention banditry. Make no mistake, she should be rotting away in a prison cell.
Perhaps. But was there not a time when I laid where she is and was spared judgment? You could have turned me into the authorities too, but you gave me a chance to change. Should she not be given the same opportunity as I once had?
Continue your penance to earn the forgiveness of the gods. You're right, Athuur. If she so chooses, she too should be given the right to a second chance at life. Because helping you, Athuur, has been the best thing that has ever happened to this community. And no one can say so otherwise.
You can't be serious. That woman stole from us, and you want her to stay here. Have you gone mad, woman?
Athuur is right, Werner. She eventually realized she was wrong for what she did to us. And if she wants redemption, who are we to deny her that?
I get where you're coming from, Werner, but at least hear her out. Maybe there's more to her than what we know.
And if she wakes up and decides to bash my skull in, then what, Athuur?
If she tries anything, I'll stop her. I give you my word, Werner.
You guys are too much. I hope you two are right about this.
I'll be back at first light to see how things are. Send for me if she awakens before that, my lady.
Look at you, Athuur. You've grown so much in the short time you've been here.
If I have grown, it has been because of you and Werner, my lady.
I wish we could take all that credit, my friend. But if Dibella has taught me anything, is that healing comes from the inside. You allowed yourself to see the life around you and understand its value. I'm proud of what you managed to accomplish, Athuur.
Thank you, my lady. I was lucky that the gods deemed me worthy to come here, and with any luck, maybe they'll do the same for our new guest here.
Sounds like it's going to be an interesting night.
I wish you two a good night.
Good night, Annika. Come and get me the moment she awakens, just to be on the safe side.
Will do, Athuur.
What do you think, Athuur? Do you see this lady wanting to change?
I sure hope so, Dirkethus. Otherwise, we're going to have problems again.
Athuur and the others turn in for the night, as tomorrow remains a mystery. But Athuur feels confident in his choice, as he saw for himself that people can change if they are willing. For Athuur has proven that it can be done. And so Athuur closes his eyes as he says a small prayer to the gods, hoping that he made the right decision. Morning arrives as Athuur proceeds to the crag jumper residence with his axe on his hip, preparing himself for another fight, just in case the situation escalates. But once Athuur stepped into the home, he was met with a different scene altogether.
There's the man of the hour. Go ahead and pull up a seat and join us for breakfast.
Good morning, hero of Darkwater.
Good morning, everyone. Looks like I missed something on the way in. Torhild seems to be in a pleasant mood. How did last night go?
Just splendid, Athuur. Torhild woke up in the middle of the night and we spoke for hours.
Sheath your curiosity, hero of Darkwater. I am not here to fight. You have my word.
So it appears that you have made a full recovery. Tell me, Torhild, what will you do now?
Well, after I explained my upbringing to these fine people, they offered me a place to stay and to work, for I have a debt to repay to the folks here, and I aim to make due on what I owe. And I have you to thank for that, hero of Darkwater.
You need not call me Hero of Darkwater, Torhild. You may call me Athuur, my lady. And as I once said, we have much in common. I thought that perhaps these folks could offer you something that they offered me once that helped me heal and move on. It pleases me to hear that you will give this place a chance.
Sorry if I came off a little aggressive last night, but after a long talk with her, we sorted everything out. I guess Annika was right about the effect you have on people after all.
Looks like your effect on people is starting to spread, Athuur. A blessing in itself.
I wish that were always the case, Annika. But tell me, Torhild, those slain bandits that I came across when I found you, will there be any more marauders looking for you?
There are a few scouting parties that returned to Mistwatch since my departure from that place. Of course, they had questions to what happened there, and I told them that I no longer wished to be associated with that line of work anymore. Let's just say we had a difference of opinion, and their reaction forced my hand. I took down most of them, but some got away. With any luck, they will pick a new path in life.
If that's the case, Dirtnap and I will conduct patrols around the perimeter to ensure those bandits leave us alone. I'm not expecting any more trouble from them, but it's best to be prepared in the event someone tries to get an idea of becoming the new chief of Mistwatch Tower.
Do you think there'll be more trouble?
I won't allow any harm to come to these folks, Athuur. You have my word. No harm shall come to any of these citizens. I promise you this.
I believe you, Torhild. Welcome to Darkwater Crossing. I'm glad you have made this decision. I just hope that it pans out for you like it did for me. Now, if you don't mind, I will leave you to get some rest so that I may begin the day. Nice speaking with you, Torhild.
The day carries on as Athuur attends to his duties, for the community of Darkwater Crossing has now gained a new resident. And as Athuur worked the smelter that morning, he would eventually see the new member of the settlement already beginning to make do on her promise. For a new face can be seen helping the farm as Torhild's farming skills come in hand. And although Torhild keeps to herself, she sees the other residents continue to work alongside her, passing no judgment as Torhild begins to find herself at ease. And as Athuur looks on, he is immediately reminded of the time when he first came here, ultimately knowing that there will be a time when Torhild accepts this as her life, as he once did as well. And so Torhild learned to mine, just like Athuur once did. And as the day comes to an end, Torhild relaxes with the rest of the citizens of Darkwater Crossing, for they do not see the resemblance of a bandit chief, but see the ethics of a hard-working individual.
So, what's your story, Torhild?
I'm afraid there's not much to tell. Grew up in a village called Crag Wallow, not far from here, until it was burned to the ground by bandits. I survived, and eventually wandered the land until I found myself in Cyrodiil. I ended up marrying a farmer to conceal what had happened to me. But that type of life wasn't for me, so I returned to Skyrim to find myself. Some unfortunate events happened to me and led me to become a chief of marauders. And somewhere along the way, I lost sight of who I was. So I decided to start over. That's why I'm here. That's my story.
Well, if that's the case, welcome to Darkwater Crossing. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Thank you. I hope so too.
The others greet Torhild and welcome her to the community, as Athuur keeps to himself. For even though he welcomes the idea of Torhild joining the community, he still finds himself distracted.
Hey, Athuur. You should come say hi to Torhild. She's no longer the angry mean lady from Mistwatch.
Thanks, little Hrefna, but I welcomed her this morning to Darkwater Crossing.
Are you okay, Athuur? You've been acting kinda strange lately. Do you need a potion from Dirtnap? I can go get you one if you'd like.
Thanks, but I'll be fine, little Hrefna. I guess it's just one of those days. You go and give Torhild a big welcome, okay? I believe she'll be a valuable member of this community.
Okay, if you say so, Athuur.
Thanks, little Hrefna.
And so the day ends as the community of Darkwater Crossing says their good night to its newest resident. For Torhild took her position just inside the mine as she is finally able to rest well. But something made Torhild very uneasy that first night. And so she awakens confused, as if something was still bothering her for coming here. For it is the middle of the night, and she now has one objective in mind. An objective that just so happens to lead her to Athuur's tent.
Wake up, hero of Darkwater. We have something to discuss.
What? What's going on? Why are you here? Did something happen?
Everything is fine, Athuur. I am here for my own reasons. I have come to realize that I never thanked you for helping me. From saving me from Mistwatch and setting me on this new path. You have my deepest thanks. So, this will be a one-time thing. Got it?
I'm sorry, what one-time thing? What do you mean?
I think we both know what I mean.
And so Torhild expresses her thanks to Athuur. The sounds of the water muffle the noise coming from Athuur's tent, as the two warriors find themselves in each other's face once again, but this time in a pleasant manner. The following day, Athuur and Dirtnap begin their morning with a morning hunt, as they keep a lookout for any additional marauders who could still be searching for their former chief, Torhild. But such tasks are not always so simple.
So, you and Torhild, huh?
Yeah, about that. Let's see if we can keep that tongue of yours quiet on that one. Shall we, my scaly friend?
Picked a bad time to get lost.
Dirtnap, we have company.
I'm right behind you.
Halt! Leave this place at once, or else you'll have to contend with me.
That's Torhild. She betrayed us. Kill her.
Well, looks like that does it. That's all of them.
And so, it's finally over.
I'm glad Torhild was with us.
Thanks for the assist. Were these bandits the last of Mistwatch Tower?
Yes, this was the last scouting party that was sent out. The threat from Mistwatch is now over, hero of Darkwater. I am sorry for the pain that I have caused.
You need not say any more apologies, Torhild. Who you are now is what matters. The people of Darkwater will be lucky to have you watch over them.
Thanks, Athuur. But if Shore wills it, maybe someday my debt will be repaid to the people of Darkwater. Only time will tell.
Athuur and Torhild return to Darkwater Crossing to begin their day. As she proves to him, she's willing and able to leave her bandit life behind her. For Athuur knows what it's like to carry an unwanted burden better than most, knowing that he himself still feels the consequences of decisions that were beyond his control. A few days pass by as life in Darkwater Crossing begins to normalize with Torhild around. But Athuur still finds himself slouching around as this day comes to an end. But as others gather around for dinner, a courier arrives. A special package meant for the crag jumpers.
Now that's something you don't see every day.
No, it isn't. Especially one by carriage. I wonder what it could be about.
Sounds like somebody wants to go find out.
Yeah, I think someone should.
I'm sure it's not as bad as she's making it out to be, my dear.
I don't care. She's our daughter, so I'm going.
We just saw the carriage departing. Is everything okay?
I suppose things could be better, Athuur. Our daughter at Shore's Stone was involved in a mining accident and will be out of commission for a while.
That sounds pretty serious, Werner. Is she okay?
That's what I'm trying to find out, but Werner doesn't want me to attend to our daughter.
Then perhaps I could offer my assistance.
Thanks, Athuur. But I was going to go out there for a few days and see for myself. If my daughter needs rest, then she needs to rest. She can be a bit stubborn at times as she heavily takes after her father when it comes to certain topics.
She's not asking for you to come, Annika. She's just letting us know what happened. She doesn't mention anything at all about needing help.
Werner, Darkwater Crossing can do without me for a couple of days. This is our daughter we're talking about after all.
My lady, perhaps I can be of assistance. There is something that I wanted to get off my chest, and this may present an opportunity for the both of us.
Go on.
I'm sure you can tell I've been somewhat distracted ever since our return from Mistwatch, my lady. And the truth is I find myself losing focus too easily on the simplest of tasks. You and Werner have been great to me, but I find myself wondering about helping others, and if there's a chance I can do some good in Shore's Stone like I did here, then I think I should look into helping the people there. Maybe I'll make a difference, maybe I won't. Nonetheless, I won't know unless I try.
As much as I wish I can keep you here all to ourselves, I know that would be greedy of me. You've matured into such a fine man, Athuur. You are truly what this world needs, my friend. For the Sibyl of Dibella knew you were destined for greater things.
Thank you, Annika, but all that I have now is because you took a chance on me, and I will forever be in your debt.
You'll be missed, Athuur. I'm sure you'll do Shore's Stone some justice out there. The Rift can be a dangerous place.
Thank you, Werner. I'll gather my things and leave with Annika at first light. For it has been an honor to stay and work in your community. Thank you for everything.
And so Athuur decides that he is now ready to move on with his life. For the 3 months that he spent in Darkwater Crossing has shaped him into a much more confident man. A man whose destiny has yet to be revealed, as Annika knows that Athuur will do great things in the world someday. But until Athuur's destiny is revealed to him, he will continue to offer his help to those who can benefit from it the most. And it just so happens that the Rift is full of individuals who are in need of Athuur's help, and also full of the most evil individuals throughout all of Skyrim.